summer rain. In VIP, getting lost for the night. No more bottles left to go around. It's gonna stay now. Shout out to the real one.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel if you are a returning subscriber. If you are brand new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Precious McDowell, and on my channel I am discussing my VSG journey and how it is changing my life. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family. You don't want to miss out. Also, if you are new here or if you have not already, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this Telegram group chat that I have created for all of us. It's a space where we can talk to each other, whether you're pre-op or post-op. We can ask questions. I can keep you guys informed on what's going on when I'm uploading new videos. And because I'm such a big-hearted person, I am going to be doing some giveaways in the group very soon. Okay, so let's get into today's video. So you guys, today's Sunday, which means tomorrow is Monday, which will make me 8 weeks post-op from my VSG surgery. And I just want to let you guys know what's been going on this week. So, not even gonna lie to you guys, this week was a tough week for me mentally. Like, really tough mentally. So if you've been around, then you know that, in the beginning of my journey, I dropped a huge drop in the first week. And then after that, I stalled for several weeks. And then the stall finally broke. But you guys, when I tell you that since that stall broke, my weight has been slowly creeping off. Let's go ahead and get into current stats. So as of today, I am down officially 30 full pounds. I think the last time I did a weight update, which was 2 weeks ago, I was down 29 pounds. So that right there should let you know, in 2 weeks, the scale only reflects a 1 pound loss. And working in this industry, I know better than to get caught up in the scale, you guys, because the scale is just a representation of our relationship with gravity. However, there are still results happening. So last week I did upload a Shein haul video for you guys. And in that video, I talked about how, I ordered smaller sizes. So even though the scale is not moving very rapidly for me, I am seeing changes in my body. It doesn't change the fact that it messes with me mentally. So I get ahead of myself. To let you guys know, this morning I did weigh in at 268.6. I think it was 268.6. I'm going to insert it here to make sure that it's the right thing. But that was my weigh-in this morning. Like I said, it makes me officially 30 pounds down from surgery, which was on February the 28th. Now, like I said, I work in this industry, fitness, health, nutrition, whatever you want to call it. And I know better than to rely solely on the scale. But at the same time, I'm also a human being with feelings, and it definitely messes with your mind when you're doing the work and you're not really seeing the change where you want to see it. And I don't know why we get so hung up on the scale. Like, to be honest, I need to take a hammer to the scale, but I can't because my husband is very scale reliant as well, and we will fight if I do something to that scale. But there is a positive side. So the scale that we have at home is just your basic scale. You step on it, shows you the number, and then you get off the scale. But the scale that we have in our nutrition club is an Omron scale, and on it, you guys, not only does it tell you your relationship with gravity, aka your weight, it will also tell you your body fat percentage, your muscle percentage, how your body is functioning, your resting metabolic rate, like all these different things it's going to let you know. So I did get on that scale. Today is the 24th. So it's been 20 days. I'm due to get on that scale again. I meant to bring it home, y'all. I really did, but I forgot. So I'm going to show you some stats from April 4th, a comparison from March to April the 4th, and what my stats were. And as you can see, my BMI dropped, my body fat dropped, my muscle mass went up. So those are the areas where I'm telling myself that that's where I really need to focus my energy, is looking into these other stats and not so much what my weight is to look at how the composition of my body is made up and how that is changing. So during this whole time, you know, my body fat is dropping, even though the number on the scale isn't moving the way that I want it to. My stats are moving the way that I want them to. My clothes are fitting different. I feel different. My knees aren't creaking. I'm not in pain. Like yesterday, I was having a conversation and I was standing there for like an hour and a half. And when I sat down, it was a very, very, very dull ache in my back. And I said, oh, wow, I haven't felt that in a long time. Normally, you guys, if I stand, well, yeah, normally standing for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, was going to put an ache in my back and it was going to be a problem. But I literally was able to stand up and have a conversation for an hour and a half and not feel any type of discomfort until I sat down. And that's when my back was like, girl, you know, you've been standing for a long time. But that is a win in my book. And these are the types of wins that I am learning to keep track of in this journey, as the scale is not, I'm not a fast loser, is basically what I'm getting at. I am not a fast loser, and I'm okay with that because there are other ways for me to measure my results and to see what's happening with my body. So I feel good about that. Like, I really do feel good about it. And like I said from the jump, it's this mental game that I have to play with myself to not get too consumed in that number on the scale, because with it comes all of these like what ifs. Like, for example, we're ending April right now. I have a business trip to take at the end of May. So about a month from now, I have a business trip to take, and I'm just like, you know, what if I'm seeing my colleagues, I'm seeing my team for the first time in, when's the last time I saw my team? Did we go to Vegas in August? I have not seen my team since August, and at that point, like, your girl was not looking too great. And it shouldn't matter, but it does matter. I haven't seen my team since August. And so when I see them again in May, I want to really show up for myself. I want to show up feeling good, looking good, and just confident in who I am. Because the last time I saw my team, I did not feel confident, you guys. Like, I did my best, and I always show up with a smile on my face because that's the type of person I am. I'm not going to let anybody know when I'm going through it. I'm going to always just be that light for other people. And so I showed up being that light, but it took a lot out of me. So now for May, I want to show up and like genuinely feel inside what I reflect on the outside. And I know that that's going to happen. Okay, let me just say this. I know that that's what's going to happen. It's just hard mentally when I keep getting my butt on the scale. Like, if y'all don't take anything else out of today's video, take this. Get rid of your scale, because it's gonna mess with you. It's gonna mess with you in ways that you don't deserve to be messed with. That's it. That's the video. I should probably just stop recording now. But I have to let you guys know what I'm going through, because somebody else out there might be going through it too. And this isn't gonna be the only time that I say just get rid of the scale. Just get rid of the scale. Okay? So that's one thing. And then in June, my husband and I, it's our 10-year anniversary, and we have this trip planned. We're going on a cruise, our first cruise ever, our first vacation ever, where it's just him and me on a personal note. Like, we've taken business trips together, but this is going to be a personal vacation, and I'm really excited. Like, if y'all thought that last Shein haul was dope, wait until you see what I'm planning for vacation. But when I get my hard-headed butt on that scale and I'm not seeing the movement happen so quickly, it is discouraging to me. It bothers me. But you guys, again, there are all these other non-scale victories. For example, I hope I still have the picture on my phone so that I can insert it here. The other day, I wore a pair of size 20 jeans to work. They were size 20 jeans that I got from Target. And y'all, like, one of our customers came in and the first thing he said was, wow, you're looking really good. Like, you're just withering away. You're going to blow away in the wind. And I was like, what is he talking about? Because in my head, body dysmorphia is real. And even when I lost a lot of weight the first time, the body dysmorphia hit me hard. So I'm bracing myself for that this go around. But in my head, I was just like, what does he mean? Because I still see myself in the mirror. I still see Precious, the uncomfortable, Precious, the morbidly obese, Precious, who is feeling horrible. Like, that's what I still see sometimes when I look in the mirror. So when that customer said, wow, and I was just kind of like, and it snapped me out of not even realizing that I was in a negative headspace about myself and my body image. It snapped me out of it, and it made me look in the mirror and go, I think he's right. And then later on in the day, my husband was like, girl, those pants are sagging, and you know that they're too big when they're sagging in the booty area. Those of y'all that have a booty, you know that your pants never sag in the booty area. They are always nice and tight on that butt if you have a big old butt. So for my husband to say, oh, those pants are sagging in the booty area, I'm like, what? And so I snapped this picture, and you guys, legit, these pants are too big. It's time for me to get rid of them. And these were size 20s that I bought at Target. And so that is a win in my book. The scale is not moving, but my clothes are reflecting that I no longer need to wear these larger sizes. I need to go ahead and purge them out of my closet. And I no longer need to shop for these larger sizes. You guys, it's tough. Like, when I'm doing my online shopping and I'm looking at clothes, immediately the first thing I do, boop, curve plus. I always go straight to the curve and the plus section. And honestly, I think in a matter of a month or two, I'm no longer going to be shopping in the curve or the plus section because the clothes are not going to fit. But again, it's just so mental. It is all so mental. This whole journey, whether you have surgery or not, any type of weight loss journey, it is mental because your progress is reflected in so many different ways. So that's it. That's my message for today, you guys, is that you cannot 100% rely on the scale because your progress is going to be reflected in different ways. And like I said, this week was really hard for me mentally. Like, I didn't work out at all because I was doing so much in my mind and like battling these negative thoughts in my mind and making sure that I still showed up positively for everyone else. My energy was zapped this whole week, like to the point that I had a migraine one day, and me and my husband, neither one of us could figure out where this migraine came from. He's like, well, what did you eat? And I'm like, it's not something I ate. I haven't had salty foods. I haven't had anything that should trigger a migraine. And now that it's over and I'm talking to you guys and I'm sitting back and I'm replaying the week in my head, I truly do believe that migraine was a manifestation of me battling all of these negative thoughts in my head and trying to remain positive. What else happened? Because my energy was zapped, I didn't do a single workout this week. Like, I was supposed to go to step class on Thursday, but my mom's getting married and we had a bridesmaid meeting around the same time as class. But even if I wanted to try to squeeze it in there, my energy was zapped. And I share this with you guys to just let you know, if you go through what I've gone through this week, that you're not alone in that. You are not alone in it. And sometimes fighting those negative thoughts, even though it's mental, it is physically exhausting. And that's what happened to me this week. So today is Sunday. We are starting a brand new week. We are starting a fresh week. We are moving forward with positive vibes, positive energy, and we're going to conquer this week. Like, I'm so excited because I am committed to going to spin class in the morning with all my friends. Like, they come through the nutrition club and they start out as my customers, then they become my friends. Well, they have now linked up and become friends with each other, and they go to spin every morning. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm going to let my husband hold down the business, and I'm going to take that hour for myself, and I'm going to go to spin class. And that's the mindset that I am cultivating and holding on to. Because in the past, when I was killing it in my weight loss journey, my appointment with myself was a non-negotiable. Like if it meant getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and going to the gym, which yes, you guys, I did that. And I even had 2 friends that were crazy enough to do it with me, because that was the time that we had to be able to work out and still be wives, still be mothers, still be business owners, still do what we had to do. And it worked for us. But the mindset going into that was, my me time is non-negotiable. My time to work on myself is a non-negotiable. So tomorrow morning, it is a non-negotiable. Me doing something every day, Monday through Friday. That's it. Monday through Friday. And maybe it'll be the gym, I don't know what exactly it's going to be. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I am committing and setting the intention with myself. I am committing to myself that I'm going to do some type of activity. Monday it's going to be spin class, so maybe on Tuesday I might just take a walk. What was that sound? My phone is going crazy this morning, you guys. So I'm going to find something every single day for a minimum of 30 minutes to keep myself active. And I'm excited. And with that type of a mindset, with that type of a commitment, I know that I'm going to see even more results. And I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to share it with you guys in our group chat. And yes, I'm going to keep plugging this group chat. Like right now, there are 9 of us in the group chat. You guys, the group chat is completely free. All you have to do is click the link that's in my description box where it says join the group chat. It's going to have you download an app called Telegram. It's a messaging app. And you'll be right inside of the group with us. And yes, I'm really in the group. I'm talking to you guys. I'm sharing what I eat. I'm answering questions, all of that. Speaking of answering questions, so the question this week that was asked in the group chat that I want to go ahead and answer was, how do I deal with negativity from other people? And whether or not to share the journey or keep the journey to yourself. So as far as sharing the journey, obviously I'm sharing my journey. But if you go back to either my first or my second video about my decision to have VSG, I talked about how initially I did want to keep it to myself because I did fear the negative feedback coming from other people. What brought me out of that is, one, I have a heart that is led to serve. Like, that is my purpose in this world. I truly do believe that God put me here to serve other people, because all of the best times in my life, all of my best jobs, everything, it's always been from the heart to serve. So with me having this heart to serve, I knew that I couldn't keep this journey to myself. I couldn't keep these struggles to myself. Even like this video, I'm sharing with you guys how I struggled mentally this week. But if I was keeping this a secret, it wouldn't serve anybody. Like, I'm a believer, and I believe that God gives us trials so that we can overcome them, and then the test becomes the testimony. So I am sharing my testimony with you guys because I was able to overcome the negative thoughts this week and live to have a better mindset and to be excited about next week because of what I survived last week. Okay, but as far as the rest of her question, she was asking about negative feedback from other people, if we noticed any jealousy or hate or people treating us differently since we had the surgery. So I have been blessed. I'm going to just acknowledge that first and foremost, that I know that my experience is not the same as everyone else's. And I do see a lot of people that they get a lot of heat when they are saying like, hey, I'm having weight loss surgery. I have been blessed. My family was 100% supportive. Like, when I told my mom I was doing it, I was like, I sent her a text and I was like, I'm doing it. And then I hit send and I waited for her reaction. And when she texted me back, she said, I'm proud of you, baby girl. How can I support you? And I was like, oh, thank you, God. Because, a lot of times we project our guilt and our shame, and we think that other people are going to feel that way, feel negatively toward us. And surprisingly, there are so many people out there that want to support you. And if you do find yourself where the people close to you are not supportive, kick them to the curb. And it doesn't matter who it is. When it comes to your journey, kick them to the curb. I can love you, but I can love you from a distance. And then you go out and you find a community that's going to embrace you and is going to accept you. We have 2 families in this world. We have the family that we're born into, and then we have the families that we create and we choose. So create your own support community or find one to plug into. That's my advice on that. I haven't noticed anybody treating me differently. Even like my customers, I thought that they were going to feel a type of way when I told them I had VSG surgery, because, you know, how can you sell a nutrition product, but then you're doing weight loss surgery, and we're taught that weight loss surgery is the easy way out. Honey, ain't nothing easy about it, okay? Nothing is easy about this. Like, as someone who has lost weight without weight loss surgery and is now losing weight with weight loss surgery, the struggles are exactly the doggone same. And it makes me realize that my old mindset around weight loss surgery was just so ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean it in a negative connotation. I mean it in the Webster Dictionary definition, which ignorant means that you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So my old mindset around this surgery was so ignorant, and that's why I had these thoughts. And what that also means is that so many people are ignorant to what it means to have weight loss surgery and what it really takes to go through this. Like, it's bigger than weight loss surgery. This is resetting our metabolism, rebalancing our hormones. Like, it is putting our bodies back to the factory settings, so to speak, so that it functions properly. But that's a video for another time. I feel like I've been talking y'all heads off enough already. So let me finish up with this question. No, I haven't noticed any jealousy or any hate. I have been very blessed to have just so much support. And if anybody is jealous or if anybody is hating on me, they're not doing it to my face, which means it's none of my business. What people do behind my back is none of my business and nothing for me to worry about. I have enough on my plate as it is to worry about than to be trying to figure out who's doing what behind my back. I'm focused on the positive. That's my truth. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video and listening to me ramble for what feels like forever. But I just hope that you found value in this video. I hope that some part of this video touched you, served you, helped you, and that's it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on my next video.
Wanna